Hey guys, it's Wilson here, and you should now have your copy of your 9-day Jumpstart Detox, as I promised you. So once you've clicked save to your desktop, open it up. I'm going to talk you through it right now of exactly what we're going to do. As you go down, you can read a little bit more about me, what motivates me, what I do, and how I help people. Well, I'm going to talk you through step by step the actual diet itself, and why it's so awesome and how it actually works. Over the 9-day period, we're going to clear the body of toxins. Toxins basically store in fat cells, and when we remove that toxin, we can also remove the fat that's surrounding that toxin as well. But if we're constantly loading the body with toxins and stressing the body out, it never gets this opportunity to cleanse itself. So doing a real good clean liver detox can work wondrous things for balancing out insulin, improving leptin sensitivity, getting rid of those toxins, as well as clearing up, irritable bowel syndrome. You might suffer with stuffy noses and poor breathing or any inflammation or anything like that. Achy joints, fibromyalgia. This is something that's going to really help you guys that are suffering. You are literally what you eat. So as soon as we start taking care of your diet, you are going to see some wonderful things with your health and your energy. And the fat loss, the weight loss is just a byproduct of that. I always say, don't chase after fat loss, chase after health. Health, when you chase after health, it's sustainable, and you're not going to get the weight regain after it as well. So always chase after your health, because once you're healthy, you will not be holding on to body fat. Okay, so I want you to have a good read through out and take the questionnaire that I've got prepared for you here. You'll do the questionnaire on day 1, and then after the 9-day detox, or if you wish to extend the 9 days, certainly extend the 9 days, and then answer the questionnaire again. On the 9th day, you're going to actually answer the questions, and if you're no more than 7 questions, if you're more than 7 questions, you're okay. If you get 4 to 7, complete the 9-day detox again. If you're less than 7 of the questions, so we're going to be cutting out wheat, dairy, caffeine, and alcohol are the 4 food groups that I want you to completely take out of your diet over the next 9 days. You might think that at the moment that seems hard to do. You're probably used to having, certainly breakfast times, cereals, your breads, your pastas and cakes and things like that, pastries. All these foods are very they're very calorie dense, but they're not very nutrient dense. So I really want you to get, whenever you go shopping, is think about, I want to buy foods that are nutrient dense, not calorie dense. Foods like pasta, breads, all these foods that got high calories but don't actually hold any nutrition in them. Instead, go for meats, veggies, your poultry, your fish, your colourful fruits and vegetables. All these are nutrient dense foods, and that's what you want to be eating. But wheat in particular, not only is it going to cause autoimmune response, which is responsible for the runny noses or stuffing sinuses and poor breathing, it's also going to bloat the belly, inflame the intestines, and cause all sorts of problems for your bowels, as well as weight gain. It's also very addictive. A great book to read is Wheat Belly. If you pop over to Amazon and download or purchase that book, is a great read to listen and really let this all sink in. Over these 9 days, I'm going to tell you what to do, but I always advise everybody to really dive right in and figure out and do your own research. I'm just going to provide you those clues and give you that cheat sheet plan to get the great results. But for long-lasting health and weight loss, you really need to take it into your own hands and learn this stuff. When you get the chance to. We're also going to cut out dairy. So your cheese, your milk, this is all going. Your caffeine's going. So no coffee and no alcohol, just for 9 days. That's nothing. Okay. As I always say, battling cancer or overcoming a drug addiction, that is hard, but 9 days is easy. Okay, so I talked to you about what I want you to cut out all along here, but more importantly, I'll then go on to tell you what you should. Oh yeah, no booze as well. If you booze, you will not lose. And we're just totally going to steer away from your processed foods. I want you to remember this. If it didn't fall from a tree, grow in the ground, swim in the sea, fly in the sky, or walk the land, you don't eat it. Okay, so if it's not natural, it's not from nature, you don't eat it. And always remember this as well, guys. The further we move away from nature, the sicker we become. So the moment we start relying on microwaves and processed foods, super farmed food, the further we get away, artificial lighting, staying indoors, air conditioning, the further we get away from nature, the sicker and fatter we are going to become. So get back into nature, eat nutrition, nutrient dense food, get sunlight, get oxygen from outdoors, get into greenery. All these wonderful things are going to do some amazing things for your health and achieve that weight loss. And diluted fruit juice is going to be okay. But make sure it's not from concentrated juice. It's 100% juice. Mineral water is what you want to be drinking. Tomato juice or fruit smoothies that you have made, not the ones that you can buy. I mean, they're not the worst. Don't stress if you buy an innocent smoothie or anything like that. But it's not great fruit. Fruit. What I've been told, it's not your best fruit that's been juiced with those juices. So make your own. You're always best. It's going to get some great nutrition. And go to farm shops for your fruit and veggies, guys, because not only do they last longer, there's also they're cheaper. It's cheaper. You don't throw it out after 2 days. It's going to last you longer without it going off. So make your own juices, guys. And you want to be drinking about 2 to 3 liters of water per day. Repairing your digestive tract, this is very important. And what I want you to do is get yourself some glutamine. Now you can get this on a website called myprotein.co.uk and just buy a bag of L-glutamine and have how many did I suggest in this program for you? Yeah, drink 1 to 2 heaped teaspoons of glutamine powder. I normally have one in the morning and one before bed when I'm doing a detox. And basically, if you think of glucose as the energy that supplies your muscles with energy, well, glutamine is the energy that supplies your stomach, your digestive system. So it's going to realign the gut wall, which is what we want. Digestion start. Sorry, your digestion starts in your gut, or your mouth, and then into your gut. So we want to make sure everything's healthy. Detoxing the skin. Your skin is a big organ and it holds onto a lot of toxins. I want you to be cutting out any deodorants, chemicals, or washing products for the next 9 days. Go grab yourself some aloe vera soap or, some aloe vera deodorant or something like that. But get off the chemicals while you detox your skin, and take a hot bath, and put in Himalayan crystal salt. Big scoops of Himalayan crystal salt will work wonders for your for getting a lot of trace minerals into your skin. You could also buy Epsom salts or magnesium flakes, and that not only is that going to help you sleep, relax your muscles, it'll help every single cell. Magnesium is a mineral that majority of us tend to be very depleted in. It's a mineral that's required for every functional cell in the body. So we need it. And if we're depleted, we're not going to be at a top peak performance. So I like to apply the magnesium oil, especially post-workout, because it helps with DOMS. DOMS is delayed onset muscle soreness, sore muscles after workouts. And basically, we would have done this when we would have gone into a sea. We would have gone into the ocean, covered ourselves in lots of minerals, the magnesium. But these days, I live in the Midlands. I don't live by a sea. I don't have that luxury. But I use the magnesium oil. If you could do that, that's brilliant. Do that. Go into the sea. But a hot bath with magnesium salt is going to be absolutely superb. Taking a sauna, if you get one of these, You get access to one. Get an infrared sauna. I'm actually trying to get our members one at the moment. Our bootcamp members an infrared sauna. Um, the infrared it basically will pull out those toxins on the surface area of your skin, and it works tremendously well. Instead of heating up the area of the sauna room, you'll actually heat up you, not the air, they heat up you. And infrared saunas work an absolute treat with recovery, with DOMs, and getting the toxins out and shifting the lactic acid in the muscles as well. I'm not actually put it here, I don't think, but get out in the sunlight as much as you can. The seasonal affective disorder oftentimes is related to not getting enough sun. It is related to not getting enough sunlight. When the sunlight hits our skin, we produce vitamin D. Vitamin D is very important in producing serotonin in the gut, and serotonin is responsible for our mood and being happy. So if you're not getting sunlight in the winter, that is the reason why we're getting moody people in the winter months, suffering with SAD. So what I would do, again, if you can, and this is something I want to get our members, is a UVB sunbed. Not many places do these. Go for a UVA, your normal sunbeds, but no more than 2 to 3 minutes on a UVA. And if you're using a UVB, you're literally 30 seconds front, side, back, sides and back. 30 seconds on your front, your back, and your sides. That is it. Get out of there. UVB is a lot more powerful. UVB is actually what you're getting from the sunlight. And you get to pull out melatonin. It'll actually give you that tan, okay, is the UVB. So you don't want to spend on them too long, but it's actually going to do wonders for your for producing vitamin D. So get into sunlight if you can. If you're going to use the sunbeds in the winter months, no more than 2 to 3 minutes. Depending on your skin tone, somebody darker skinned may need longer. You will know by common sense when you start burning to get out of there. And but it will do some wonderful things for your health. If you think about it, sun is life. Yeah, we wouldn't exist without the sun. And if you've got pale skin, your health is not going to be at the best. So if you've got problems with going on the sunbed, and if you have got pale skin, I certainly would start off real easy on the sunbeds. Is supplement with vitamin D at least minimum. You've got to. If you got pale skin, you have got to supplement with a supplement. With vitamin D. You have to. There's a large correlation link between breast cancer and vitamin D, low levels of vitamin D in females. And certainly, look into that for yourself. But you, as I say, that sun is life-giving, and if you're not getting it, then there's no wonder why health will suffer. I've just put it here as well, down here, is wash in organic scent-free soaps. Get rid of the chemicals, guys. So here's your 9-day meal plans. Everything is planned out for you along here. I want you to have a good read of it. Try and stick to the days if you can. Don't worry if you want to mix and match and fix things in between. What I've actually got here is a morning snack, afternoon snack. I'd include these. I wrote this plan about 2 years ago, and what I tend to do these days, guys, is actually stick to 3 meals a day. And the reason being is the research I've done is you don't keep insulin high constantly throughout the day, because you're constantly in fat storing. While you're detoxing, you'll be totally fine to have these snacks. But as a general rule of thumb, 3 meals a day, separated by 6 hours, and try and get your evening meal as close to 6 p.m. as possible. Which would be a good rule on this as well, is get those breakfast, lunch and dinner about 6 hours apart, and try and get 6 p.m. Your last meal of the day, so you can go to bed on an empty stomach. So everything's down on here for you to follow, guys. If you've got any questions, I'm going to be, guiding you through it over in the group. If you're one of my lucky 100, I'm going to be really committing to you over the next 9 days to get the best results for you right here, guys. So hopefully you were one of those first to take action and snap up this offer. The 6 golden rules on the liver detox are down here as well, guys. The super green mix that's shown, I'll show you how to do that. The seed mix, you can get all these ingredients from the supermarket. Again, if you're struggling to find them, just post a comment in the Facebook group and I'll let you know exactly where you find them in the supermarkets. Your cruciferous veg, there, like your broccoli, your kale, your sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, spinach. These are great vegetables that you do want to be eating. Garlic, small red onion, shallots per day, or 4 spring onions. The sulfurous vegetables, which are going to help to detoxify the liver. You're going to be starting every single day off with a mug of warm water, and that'll be mineral water in the kettle, guys. I know that sounds anal, but you want to stay away from fluoride in the tap, certainly on these 9 days. So buy a big, bottle of mineral water that you're going to use for your kettle, and then squeeze half a lemon in there. That's going to be every single day. Is your lemon, and 1 juice a day. And that's it, guys. So your shopping list is all down here as well. Any questions, post them up into the group. Get started. All your recipes are down here as well, guys. And let's have fun with this. Thank you.